Hello student, welcome to your software engineering class. In this session, I will discuss about characteristic of good SRS document. In the previous session, I have discussed about SRS document. SRS document is that document in which the system analyst write down all the requirement they gathered from the customer, and after approval of the SRS document, the programmer build the software product according to the SRS. So SRS document is more important for the customer and also for the development team. So after completion of this video class, you will able to know what are the characteristics of good SRS document. So let's start. Content of this video is property of a good SRS document, problem without a SRS document, and bad SRS document. So property of a good SRS document. First point is it should be concise and at the same time should not be ambiguous. It should specify what the system must do and not say how to do it. Means the SRS document is concise and unambiguous, because in SRS document it specify all the requirement of the customer and all the behavior, functional behavior of the product, but it doesn't specify how to implement the function. How will the process, that will not explain in the SRS document. Only it specify the functional requirement or the behavior of the product. Okay. And the next is it should be well structured. A well structured document is easy to understand and modify. Means if the SRS document is well structured, then it can be modified, because the SRS document is go through several revision with the customer and with the project manager or the system analyst. So the SRS document is modified in various time. So if it is well structured, then it is easy to understand and easy to modify. Then it should be consistent and complete. Means the SRS document, the contents of the SRS document is complete and consistent, because the programmer refer to the SRS document to develop the product. So the requirement should complete in nature. The next is black box view. It should only specify what the system should do and refrain from stating how to do this. This means that the SRS document should specify the external behavior of the system and not discuss the implementation issue. Means in SRS document, as we already discussed, it consists the functional requirement, non-functional requirement. So what are the requirement of the customer and what are the functional requirement of the, what are the requirement of the product or customer, that is written in the SRS document. The functional requirement state the input, what are the input to the function and what will be the output of the system, but it doesn't specify the implementation or it doesn't specify the process. Okay, it only states the input and output, what is the output of that function, but it doesn't specify the process. So it is known as the black box view. Okay. Then next is response to undesired event. It should characterize acceptable response to undesired event. These are called system response to exceptional condition. Means if there is any exceptional condition or any undesired event, then it must display an error message. Means if a library member doesn't write his password, okay, or if the password is not matched, then it will show an error message. So it responds to the undesired event. The next point is it should be traceable. You should able to trace which part of the specification correspond to which part of the design and code. Means which part of the specification is the design and which part of the code. It can be easily known, okay, and it should be verifiable. Example, system should be user friendly, but user friendly cannot be checked, okay, so it cannot be verifiable. So always write the verifiable condition in the SRS document. So these are the characteristic of good SRS document. Then problem without a SRS document. What will be the problem if there is no SRS document? Okay, the important problem that an organization would face if it doesn't develop an SRS document are as follows. Without developing the SRS document, the system would not be implemented according to the customer need. Means as we know, the SRS document is the requirement of the customer. This is the list of the requirement of the customer. So without a SRS document, we cannot develop the product as customer want. Software developer would not know whether what they are developing is what exactly required by the customer. Okay, without SRS document, it will be very much difficult for the maintenance engineer to understand the functionality of the system. Means the maintenance engineer also unable to understand what are the function of the system, what are the functional requirement of the system. It will be very much difficult for user document writer to write the user manual properly without understanding the SRS document. Means for document writer also he will be unable to write the manual because he cannot refer to the SRS document. So SRS document is a referential document for the programmer, for the maintenance engineer, for the testing engineers, and for the writer, document writer also it is a reference document. So without it we cannot develop a good software product. So SRS document is necessary. Okay. Then example of bad SRS document. Unstructured specification. Narrative essay, one of the worst type of specification document. Difficult to change, difficult to be precise, difficult to be unambiguous, scope of contradiction, etc. Means if the SRS document is unstructured, okay, then it is difficult to change because structured document is easy to understand and easy to modify, and a unstructured document is difficult to change and difficult to precise, okay, and it is also difficult to be unambiguous. Maybe there are many confusion in that document. Then noise, it also a characteristic of bad SRS document. Presence of text containing information irrelevant to the problem, means if there is much more information that is not related to the problem, then the programmer may confused, okay, or the system analyst may confuse. Then next is silence. Expect important to proper solution of the problem are omitted, means the proper solution, if there is no solution, no proper solution of the problem, the main objective, if there is no main objective of the problem, then that is also the characteristic of a bad SRS document, means extra specification is also bad characteristic, and if there is no specification of the proper solution of a problem, that is also bad characteristic of SRS document. The next is over specification, addressing how to expect. For example, library member name should be stored in a sorted descending order, means how to store, that will be not explained in the SRS document, okay. So if it is explaining how to store, then it is the characteristic of a bad SRS document. Over specification restrict the solution space for the designer, okay. If there is much more specification, then it is difficult for a designer to design the document. Then contradiction. In bad SRS document, maybe they arise contradiction if the same thing described at several places in different way. If in sometimes it gives a solution, and in another place it is giving another solution, then that will be a contradiction for the programmer, okay. Next, ambiguity, literary expression, unquantified aspect like good user interface. What is good user interface? It cannot be verifiable. So this type of unquantifiable aspect is also characteristic of bad SRS document, okay. So this is all about your SRS document, means what are the characteristic of good SRS document and what are the characteristic of bad SRS document. Good SRS document must be concise, well structured, complete, okay, and response to undesired event. It should be traceable and it should be verifiable. These are the characteristic of good SRS document. Then in the next video session, I will discuss how to write SRS document, means organization of SRS document. Thank you.